Everyone wants to learn how to earn more money. We watch videos, read books, and take courses on how to increase our income, but very few of us ever learn how to spend money wisely. And let me tell you, if you don't know how to spend, learning 1,000 ways to earn money won't help you one bit. Think of your finances like a bucket. If that bucket has holes at the bottom, it doesn't matter how much water you pour in, it will never, ever get full. Today, we're going to patch up those holes. I'm going to share some powerful, practical rules that will transform the way you manage your money. Let's start with the first and most fundamental rule. Learn to weigh every single expense. But here's the twist. Don't measure your purchases in dollars. Measure them in hours of your life. Let's say you have a monthly salary and you work about 200 hours a month. That means every hour of your work has a specific monetary value. Now, the next time you're tempted to buy something expensive, like the latest phone or a designer bag, don't just look at the price tag. Instead, ask yourself, how many hours of my life did I trade for this? How many days, weeks, or even months of my hard work does this item represent? When you start thinking this way, you'll find that most unnecessary purchases suddenly feel incredibly costly. You begin to value your time more than the temporary thrill of a new possession. This simple mental shift is the first step toward financial discipline. Now for the second rule, which is all about how you shop. Never, and I mean never, go shopping without a list. This is a classic mistake that traps so many families. We wander into a supermarket or a mall without a clear plan, and what happens? You don't buy what you actually need. You end up buying what you see. The displays are designed to make you want things. So, before you leave the house, take 5 minutes to write down what your home genuinely needs, and stick to that list. If you can, go shopping alone. When you're with family, especially kids, emotions often take over and lead to impulse buys. Also, set a time limit for your shopping trip. The longer you linger in a store, the more you're likely to buy. Another pro tip, never shop when you're hungry. Studies show hungry shoppers buy more high-calorie, unnecessary food. And finally, if possible, do your major shopping near the end of the month, not right after you get paid. When you feel your funds are a little tight, your decisions automatically become smarter and more responsible. The third rule is critical. There are 3 areas where you should never ever cut your spending. These are health, education, and food. Trying to save money on these things is a trap that will cost you far more in the long run. Eating cheap, unhealthy food might save you a little now, but it will lead to massive hospital bills later. Neglecting your education or skill development keeps you stuck in the same financial position for life. Investing in learning and self-improvement provides the highest return you can ever get. And your health. Good health is the foundation that protects every other investment you've ever made. Without it, nothing else matters. So, invest generously in good food, continuous learning, and your physical and mental well-being. This isn't spending, it's a crucial investment in your future. Next, rule number 4 is about 2 things most people find boring but are incredibly important: taxes and insurance. You need to learn the legal ways to save on taxes through proper financial planning. Don't just pay whatever is deducted. A good financial advisor can be your best friend here, helping you structure your investments to legally minimize your tax burden. And if you have a family that depends on your income, you absolutely must have term insurance. I'm not talking about those complicated money-back plans that mix insurance and investment. Keep them separate. Term insurance is pure protection. It gives you a very high amount of coverage for a very low premium. A good rule of thumb is to have an insurance cover that is at least 10 times your annual income. This ensures that if anything unfortunate happens to you, your family's future is secure. Rule number 5 is about one of the biggest financial decisions many people make: buying a car. A car can quickly turn from a convenience into a crippling financial burden. To avoid this, follow the 22 for 10 rule. First, make a down payment of at least 20% of the car's price. Second, never finance a car for more than 4 years. Longer loan terms mean you pay much more in interest. And third, your total monthly car payment, including insurance and maintenance, should never exceed 10% of your monthly income. Add one more guideline. The total price of the car should not be more than half of your annual income. If you stick to these numbers, your car will serve you, not the other way around. You'll enjoy the convenience without it derailing your financial goals. Now, let's talk about the 6th rule, which addresses a dirty habit that silently steals crores from people: smoking. It seems like a small expense, right? A few dollars a day on a pack of cigarettes, but let's do the math. That small daily amount adds up to a very significant number over a year. Now imagine if you took that same amount of money and invested it every year, earning a modest 10% return. Over a few decades, that small, seemingly insignificant habit can cost you a fortune, literally hundreds of thousands of dollars. By quitting, you're not just saving money, you are creating wealth, and more importantly, you are protecting your most valuable asset, your health. Very few decisions in life are this powerful, offering both a financial and a physical reward. Rule number 7 is about debt. Debt isn't always bad. There's good debt and bad debt. A simple way to tell the difference is this: never pay interest on things that lose value over time. Taking a loan to buy a property that you can rent out, that is an asset that can generate income, so that can be good debt. but taking a loan for a lavish vacation, an extravagant wedding, or just to show off with the latest gadgets. That's bad debt. You're paying extra for something whose value is either gone or depreciating rapidly. Credit card debt is particularly dangerous because of its sky-high interest rates. A simple principle to live by is this: if you cannot afford to buy something with your own cash right now, you cannot afford it. The buy now, pay later culture has financially destroyed more people than they even realize. Always think about your future self, not just your present desires. And finally, the last and perhaps most profound rule: stop trying to impress other people. So many of us spend our hard-earned money on things we don't even need, simply to get approval from people we don't even like. The moment our income goes up, the lifestyle upgrades begin: a new phone, a new sofa, a new car. We feel this pressure to show our status. But here's the secret: truly wealthy people don't feel the need to prove their wealth. They drive modest cars, live in comfortable but not extravagant homes, and focus on building assets, not showing them off. It's often the people who are trying the hardest to look rich who end up staying poor. Your financial journey is yours alone. Run your own race. Here's one last bonus tip. If you ever receive a large sum of money unexpectedly from selling land, a stock market windfall, or an inheritance, do not rush to spend it. The best thing you can do is put that money into a safe account and don't touch it for at least a few months. Sudden money awakens long-suppressed desires, and our first instincts are often the worst. In most cases, people who get sudden wealth end up losing it all within a few years because they didn't have a plan. Give yourself time to cool down, to think, and to make a rational plan for that money. So, these are the rules. They are simple, but they are not easy. They require discipline and a change in mindset. Respect your money, understand its power, and it will start working for you instead of against you. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel for more content that helps you build a better financial future. See you in the next one.